But the
Right.
saddest, hold on, I'm almost there. But the saddest thing about it, I went to school. I worked for the Department of Health, right? I went to school. I took a course called behavior modification and conflict resolution. Conflict resolution looks at the situation. Why? And it's because they don't got nothing going on. So if you have something going on, you don't have time to do negativity. And if you do have time to do negativity, it's basically time to get some professional help because something is wrong. Go ahead, my brother.
All right. Well, first of all, with plagiarism, you don't have to copy it down to a T to be, have your copyrighted material yanked. All you have to do is resemble and have somebody, concur that you are somewhat stealing. So you don't have to word for word steal something, or, you could easily use AI to interpret something from a different platform, and you could easily be copyrighted down. And also with your books, I noticed that your
One second.
target.
I'll get to you in a second. You gave a lot of information. I want to feed off of what you just now said. Now, you know a lot about this, so therefore, if I ever want to do it, I would ask you how to do it. How do you feel about that?
And when you say how to do, what do you mean? To do what
Well,
process?
you know about the information that you're processing, right? So if I ever think about doing it, I will knock on your door and say, yo, man, show me how to do this because I want to do it since you know so much about it.
Right, right, right.
And
But
next,
also,
next.
but also, but also, your target area is kids, and TT and Bigo, it doesn't even allow kids. So how is your target audience going to be kids when you're not even placed in front of kids? Not even on social media or while you're at
Let me
the
explain.
Willowbrook
Let's
senior living
define.
facility.
All right, I'm glad you said that. And it gives me the opportunity to respond on what you said. 96% of users of social media is not adults, it's children. Did you know that?
You said 90% of users on social media aren't adults, they're children.
Yeah, did you know that?
So you're saying that everyone in this comment section or everyone on Bigo are less than 4% because we're confirmed adults, and you're saying the rest of the
No, no, no.
90%.
Because if you look at how many kids are kidnapped, let me give you an idea. Alexa, volume 5. Alexa, volume 6. How many kids are kidnapped on social media? Alexa, what is the statistics of kids being kidnapped on social media?
From Gitnix.com. 41% of child abduction cases in the United States involve some form of social media.
Thank you. Now that's a big percentage. Okay, 40
Now,
big percentage.
hold on before you start cooking. Now,
No, I'm
your
not cooking. I'm
device
just
that is
saying.
test.
No, no.
Yeah,
What I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying.
But hold
Hold
on,
on.
hold on.
I'm not. Hold on, my
But
brother. I'm not cooking.
that device. No,
I
no, no,
know.
no, no,
Listen,
no, no.
my brother. I'm
Go
not
ahead, go ahead,
cooking.
go ahead, go ahead.
I just want to make sure you know I'm not cooking. I'm just giving wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So what I'm basically saying is scary because social media became the new babysitter, and that's scary. People put parenting on the ground, right? And say, okay, let me give him a laptop. Let me give him a cell phone. Let me give her a laptop. You got kids 1 to 2 years old that's looking in their cell phone from the time they get up to the time they go to sleep. That's the new babysitter. So we have to understand if we're going to sell something, we got to sell the product to the product it needs to be sold to. Like, for instance, it's called demand, location. Okay? Demand, location. So the parent or whoever's watching, I'm selling a product, I'm selling books. And to children, because I have children's books. All right. And then we have young people, okay, that have kids. and I'm trying to get them to buy my book because these books are educational. Go ahead, my brother.
Okay, well, first of all, you use your device that is actually tasked to record your voice, and every recorded request that you task to that device is actually recorded and sent back to the government for their benefit and not yours. So the information that they actually provided you, which was 42% of children have some form of close contact with social media before their physically was that kidnapped, I believe you said. And then you alluded later on in your conversation that these kids actually aren't here, but their parents are here. So firstly, you alluded that you're promoting, hold on. Firstly, you alluded that you're
Kids are here.
promoting a kids big.
Hold on, my brother. I
Firstly,
didn't
you
say
will,
parents.
go ahead.
I said the kids are here. 97% of these people are kids on this social media. It's not parents. And that's scary. That's alarming. That's, so you be thinking these kids are adults, but no. Ask them a question, they can't answer it. Why? Because they're using a voice activator to change their voice. And a lot of them don't key up because they know they shouldn't be on the social media. But the intelligence of a fly is a child. Remember that. The intelligence of a fly is a child.
But hold on, Randall. But you're saying that the kids are here, but you have a book that you want to sell to the parents so they can segue to their rooms and give it to their kids. So which one is it? Are you marketing a child's book to the kids, which are here, or to the
Let me
parents?
respond to you. Parents have to read the books. On the average, not too many 6-year-olds can read. All right, on the average. Not too many 12-year-olds can read. Let's keep it real. Let me give you the percentage. Alexa, what is the percentage of illiteracy in New York City?
From wiseavoter.com. New York's literacy rate is 75.6% and is among the lowest in the country, ranking 45th.
A lot of people can't read, my brother. That's a lot. I have problems reading because of a head injury, but thank God I still got some little bit of reading skills.
Well, hold on. Well, Randall, you just contacted your device and they told you people can't read, but you're marketing a book or trying to write a book for people to read. So how does that make sense? How are you going
It
to
makes
make
sense
any
for those who
income?
can read. Now, don't forget, we have devices on our phone that says read for me. You know that, right? You download that app that says read for me, and they point it. The
Sir,
same
that is
thing.
an app for blind people, so everyone
No, no,
isn't
no, no,
privileged to that
no, no,
information.
no, 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 no. That app is for foreigners as well. Okay, you point it to. Let's say if it's in English and you speak Spanish, you point it and you switch. All right, translate, and then let's say for instance you're blind, right? And then just say for instance you have other things going on, right? Always an app, right? It's always a app that's going to help us. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 7:34 a.m.
7:34. Okay, I got a few more minutes, people. Then I got to get out of here. I got to go to physical therapy.
But really quickly, Randall, before you get up out of here, I really want to ask you the questions I really want to ask. Definitely want to know: are you still a police officer, a firefighter, the local postman? Are you still flying missions to Mars? Are you planning on still taking over Tesla as the new CEO? I need to know
Answer
all
that
these.
question. I put in the applications, but at this moment, I'm writing books, so I'm not going to be able to do those things. Probably, after I finish writing all these books, I mean, because you got to remember, I'm trying to put out a book every month. All right. See, a lot of people use AI, but I got to use the Holy Spirit. You see what I'm saying? So I'm sorry, people. I can't do those jobs anymore. I can't pretend anymore because my whole focus, because of me coming on TikTok, because of, first my family, because of those who inspire me, because there's so much knowledge to learn and to discharge. I mean, I'm open up doing that. I want to be a mentor to people. And one guy cried out,
Right.
said he wants me to be his father. So there's a lot of work to be done. So I'm sorry, I won't be
Wow.
able to do those.
Well, Randall, unfortunately, it's looking like we both have a lot of work to do. You don't know me, unfortunately, and I don't care about that. But do realize that if the NYPD found out that you're telling large amounts of people that you are a police officer, you will be arrested? Do you realize that? Do you realize if the Boy Scout industry found out that you
One
were
at a
telling
time.
these people that you're a Boy Scout honor,
One
that they
at a
will come
time.
over there and beat your ankles?
My brother, one at a time. If you're gonna play, I'm playing with you. But if you're gonna get stupid, then I gotta say goodbye to you. I just bring it back, okay? Just bring it back. If you're gonna play, you play. But if you're gonna get stupid, I gotta say goodbye to you. All right? I gave you a chance to play. I'm not gonna give you a chance to be stupid. Can't do it. I don't have the time or the patience. Do you understand me?
So, Randall, are you a police officer or not, Randall?
I never said I was a police officer. I said I was an auxiliary police officer. That's what I said.
Randall, auxiliary police officers do not exist in New York City, and when they do exist, at the bare minimum, all they have is a handcuff and guns
Hold on,
and
hold on. Why
less
do they have
power,
handcuffs? Why do they have handcuffs?
because they still have arresting power. But you're trying to make it seem like you're
Hold on
some
one
type of
second. Wait a
auxiliary
minute.
officer that's
Why do
hanging
they
out
have?
in
Whoa,
trees
whoa.
arresting squirrels.
Why do they have tasers?
They have tasers to subdue people that are potentially delusional and
Okay,
older
and
blind individuals with canes.
why do they have a nightstick?
They typically have a nightstick for the taser components too, as well, for a blind
So
individual with
why
canes. That
why is it that they have to do the Miranda before they arrest somebody?
sir, you don't have none of these capabilities. You can't show us a gun, a
My
taser,
I'm just asking you a
handcuffs.
question, my brother. I'm just asking you a question. Why do they have it? That's all I'm asking you. You talking about this and this. I'm just asking you a question. I'm trying to walk with you on this question. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, we're talking about an auxiliary police officer that is not you, because you do not hold that job, that office. You never held that. So now we're speaking to somebody or something that's not you.
All right, my brother. I want to say this to you. A lot of you guys do the same thing, but I give you guys a challenge. And with every challenge shows a liability and capability. Wow, that was nice. With every challenge shows a liability and capability. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
All right, so I challenge everybody, and I did this before. So since you brought it up, let's do it today. Today is Friday. I challenge everybody to show me in paper that I'm not what I said I was. And also, you can always call the police department and tell the police department he said he was an ex-army police officer and have them knock on my door. And at that time, I would go on my wall and I would show my badge number and I would show a precinct I worked for. I already
Yes,
did it.
yes, yes, yes. And Randall, you actually cut me off before you allowed me to let you know that, you know what I'm saying, that is
So
definitely my.
the nurse, now let's get to the nurse. I told you guys I work for North General Hospital. You can tell the nurse in my house, right? And I showed the wall. Okay. So a lot of things that you guys believe that is not true. People, I'm not taking phone calls at this moment. I will do that in a later bit. I'm not doing it now. All right. So what I'm saying, you guys need to rotate higher, not lower. But you guys have to rotate higher, not lower. You can't keep on asking the same questions and expecting to get a different answer. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so
Now, I'll give you.
hold on, Randall.
No, no, no.
Hold on,
I'll give
Randall.
you a
You're trying to get
challenge.
off the main point.
I'll give you a
Hold on.
challenge.
Has the
I'll,
NYPD ever
no,
knocked on
I
your
give you a
door
challenge. I
and
give you a
checked your
challenge.
badges?
I give you a challenge. Let's stay on what you just now said. All right, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give him a challenge. I want you want to come back with it. If you believe what you're saying is true, that I was not an auxiliary police officer and I was personating auxiliary police officer, it'd be your duty to contact the police department. Let the police department know. Do the report. All right. Have them knock on my door. And we can do this live. And then I can show the proof I was an auxiliary police officer. And I show full uniform, me being in full uniform. Now, but that doesn't change the fact that you're a liar. You're still going to be a liar. Do you realize that?
Hey. First of all, like I said initially, you don't know who the
Oh,
to your door. So
I
let me know what
do
day you want to
know.
go live, and we can make this happen
But no,
right
no,
now.
my brother, we can do it loud. Check this out. I know who you are. So don't front. All right.
Sir,
Look,
half of Bigo knows who I am, sir.
all right. So what I'm saying to you, you just now made a statement that I don't know who you are. And I said, I do know who you are. So just try again. That's why I gave you the.
Sir. I'm a grown ass fucking man. I ain't gonna try to vouch for a grown ass blind man that he fucking know me. I'm just gonna let you know, okay? I'm going to fuck your life up, okay? Those police will be at your door
Promise?
and they will be checking your house up
Is
and
that a
down. No, I
promise?
promise.
All
No.
right.
That's a
So,
promise. That's a
all right.
promise.
So this is my question. So far, I had 17 people who said the same thing you said, and I'm still standing. What makes you different?
Well, first of all, those aren't trolls. Those people were just trying to make you crash out. I don't care about you crashing out.
Well, hold on
I
for a
care about
second.
the
Stop
cops
for a second.
standing in your face and
What do
holding you
crashing out
accountable.
mean? Hold on. People may not know what that term means. Okay, that sounds like a slang or something. What did that mean? Crash out. They was trying to make me.
Crash out is a term that could be closely associated to make it relevant to your life. If you begin to become overly overwhelmed and your blood pressure begins to skyrocket and the nurse has to calm you down, that is crashing out. When you become outraged, your blood pressure is high and you're pissed off.
All right, people. I'm sorry for disappointing you. That didn't happen. All right. So, what is your skills? What do you plan on doing?
Sir, I don't have no skills. I'm
Because
just
you know, I'm just gonna. I just want to make sure you realize who I am. All right. There's three things I don't like. One, I don't like people to think I'm afraid of them because I'm not. I don't like people talking down towards me like I'm child. I hate that. And the ones I hate more than anything else is a liar. You, young man, is a liar. All right. And I'm going to prove you a liar, just like I proved David, Liddy, Pascal, and all you guys. You come here trying to make a name for yourself. But if you don't know who the hell you are when you first get off, in the morning, when you first get off the morning, all right, you get off the sleep pattern and all that stuff. If you don't know who the hell you are, how are you going to talk to somebody? I mean, why do you guys want to gain off my platform? Why you want to eat my plate? Why you want to eat my food? Why you want to eat my crumbs when you guys can be authentic? I wrote a book called Mr. Icon. You see what I'm saying? Be yourself, And if you're a gay person, you know that song, Be Who You Are, Love Yourself, Be Who You Are, I love
Randall,
yourself. And if you are special, right? Remember the special, right? You remember the special song? The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and
Randall,
round. The wheels on the bus
Randall,
go round and round every
Randall,
morning. So how you plan on doing this?
Randall. I am one of the biggest trolls on Bigo, and I
Oh, wait,
listen,
what is a troll? Okay, we don't
listen,
know
listen,
that. What is
listen, listen.
now? I want to know what is a troll. So we can be on the same.
Okay, a A troll is a fucked up individual that lives underneath a bridge, that is senile, that has a caretaker, that is a cop, a postal man, an astronaut, that works for fucking Tesla all at the same time. That's what a troll is.
You're too kind. Now, you said you are one of the biggest trolls on Bigo. Are you sure about that?
All I'm telling you is do not end that fucking live.
What I'm saying to you is this, check this out. I'm the biggest troll on TikTok and Bigo and social media. Matter of fact, I'm trolling you right now. No, Alexa, turn off. All right. So
No, first of all,
turn off.
Randall, you needed Alexa to help you out. Alexa's trying to help you out. You need
So,
a
as I said
woman. You
before,
need a
I'm the biggest
computerized
troll.
woman to help you out.
I am the biggest troll on Bigo. I'm trolling you. I'm in your mind, rent free. Remember, you came for me. I didn't come for you. So how it feels to have a troll you. You say you're a troll, but I'm the troll.
At 7:46 in the morning, it actually feels pretty good to be trolled by you, because I actually need you to anger me a little bit, because that would actually speed up the process of the cops knocking on your door.
All right,
So
here we
I
go
actually
again.
welcome what you're trying to do.
All right, so here we go again. I believe people love speaking, right? But I would love people to stop banking off my platform to become somebody. I wrote a book called Internet Branches. You guys are the branches. I'm the tree. All you are is a branch that fell off of me. Now, I would love you to tell me, I mean, why is it that you can't make things on your own? Why is it that you feel you have to get on a social media platform and act like something you're not? You're nobody, but you come in pretending because you can be a elephant with pink shoes on, or a giraffe with no ears. But my question is this, because everything we do, I write, I make books, I'm loving it. But do you guys ever get a time in your life when you guys say, you know what? I'm tired of lying to myself. I ain't shit, never was shit. Have you ever had that I'm that shit moment where you realize you're talking to your God? I'm your God. Do you realize that? You worship me. You realize that? You
Randall,
worship me.
right,
Okay?
right, right.
So I want you to,
So
and I know that hurts you right now because I felt it in your throat. I felt it.
mhm,
But it's true. I'm your God, man. You worship me. I
yeah,
have a
yeah.
warning.
So
Hold on, I'm almost
now,
finished.
Randall,
I'm almost finished. I have a
go ahead.
warning, right? And the warning says, warning, when you get to know me, I'm addicted. It's hard to get up and stop looking at me. And I have another warning that says, entertainment purposes only. But you, my friend, is a loser. And when I say loser, I mean in the sense you're trying to use my platform to be something you're not. But give yourself a chance to grow. Go ahead, my brother.
All right. As I said before, I am the top troll on this platform, so I appreciate you from trying to turn my mind from having the NYPD kick down your fucking door to check if you have a badge.
They don't do that.
Initially, I wanted them to knock on your door,
They don't do
but
that, my
now I
brother.
want them to kick down your door to check for
They
your
don't. Hell wants
credentials.
ice water, and they ain't getting no yet. They don't kick down people's doors anymore. And hell wants ice water. They ain't getting no water yet. But I don't know why you want to. Why I don't know why you want to do what you do, but you are who you are. Period.
Yes. So before I go and I let your other guests talk,
If he kicks your door, then I'm gonna have to kick his door. It's only fair.
yeah, definitely please do that, because Randall, I
I
know you
got you,
have
you
a bunch of
buck-tooth faggot.
trolls
You
behind the
dick in the
scenes.
booty. Faggot.
I appreciate all you
You're not a
guys
top troll. You're
for
just a faggot.
attempting
That's
to
all you are.
troll. You
Let's see
guys
your
will bring
search
me
history.
lots of
Show us your search history.
notoriety.
Let's see it.
You
See your
guys will
search history, Titus.
definitely
Titus
make
Lee,
me a
let's see your
lot
search
better.
history. Come on,
Because
nigga.
if you can't even say my real
Come
name
on,
at this
nigga.
point in
Let's see your
time, and
search
you have to say
history.
my Beagle
This shit's
name, then
probably
you're
gonna
not
be
doing
crazy,
nothing.
outrageous, diabolical. Can't even
But
fucking goddamn.
Randall, like I said, sir, these trolls won't be able to help you, because I am the top troll on this app. And when these people knock on your door, do not end that fucking live.
Let's see. Come on, make it happen, pussy.
I like how you curse. You said, "Don't end that fucking lie."
Like I
The
said,
top
when
when he
those
curses
people
out.
knock on your door,
Hold
listen,
on.
Randall,
I'm the top. No.
A white man that
No.
can't
Let
even
me
go
tell you
outside in
something.
the sun
I
can't
am the
save
top
you.
with the word
This
fuck.
white man penis is 2
I
inches
am
long,
the
and he's up
top
here to
of
save
fuck.
you.
You're not better than me.
Titus.
When it's using the word
Titus
fuck
talking as
you,
if his is any bigger.
You,
I
Like,
am the
make it make
you,
best
sense.
person that
You
tells
don't have
people
a
to
big
shut
cock.
the fuck up. You can't do it better
you
than me.
brought
Okay.
some white
You can't do
cocksucker
it.
up here to try to
Shut
defend
the
you.
fuck up. All right?
Shut
You're
your fucking
fuck up.
black Uncle
You don't do it
Fester
better than me.
PJ's
I'm the
projects.
one who made the
No
word.
eyebrow having
I'm the
ass,
one
no
who made
fucking
the word.
mustache
Shut
having
the
ass,
fuck up.
suspender wearing ass. Fuck is
All
you
right?
talking about today?
Thanks, CC.
In
So,
Jesus' name. And you gonna bring up a fucking white man that smells like his dog to try to defend you?
you know
Bro,
me.
he didn't bring me up to defend
It's
him. I'm
time.
just,
Shut
It's
your
reflection.
goofy
I'm
white
doing
ass up,
God's work,
boy.
fuck nigga.
It's
That's all
time
I'm
for
doing.
reflection.
This nigga over
You
here
need to
smelling like a
reflect, my
wet
brother.
dog.
Smell like
Alexa,
new
what time is
perks.
it?
Your mouth smell like
Alexa, what time
yeast
is it?
infection and diseases.
But Randall, like I said, this little biracial
Alexa, turn
little
off.
boys meet world, curly haired ass, wet dog smelling
Alexa, what time
caveman
is it?
can't help you.
Whoa, guys, I got to get out of here.
All right, Randall, have a nice day, sir.
Goodbye,
You
Randall. It's
too.
nice knowing
Take
you.
care, people. Thanks.